Hello everyone and welcome to this new video, which is a huge book haul with every single book that I bought during March. So the reason why I'm doing this video is because I haven't read any book during March, so I can do like a monthly wrap-up because there's just nothing to say. Because I was reading Blood and Honey, and this book put me in a really big reading slump. So I started Shadow and Bone, and hopefully it will get me out of this reading slump. So I'm gonna do like a chill video where I show you the books I bought during this month, and there are quite a lot of books. Because at the end of the month I went to the World Figure Skating Championship, because this year it was in France, and since I love like figure skating I went there, and during one day me and my father went to a few bookstores, so I bought a lot of books, yes. But first, I'm gonna show you the book that I bought like at the beginning of the month. So literally the first week of March I bought 3 books, which are actually the same book, but I received them at the end of the month because they weren't out. Anyway, so it's they both die at the end. It's the special edition, like there is the pink, there is the green, and there is the blue. So as you may know or may not know, They Will Die at the End is my favorite book alongside with The Great Gatsby. I live for this book, and you actually cannot see it well, but I have already 3 copies here. So wait, I'm gonna show them to you. So I have the basic edition in French because I'm French. So like that's the copy that I read multiple times and annotated. The UK one because like I have it in French, so I wanted it in English. But like I didn't want it the same cover, so I bought the UK cover, even though I like this one more. And I have the special edition, which is signed by the author. So like I don't think you can, oh, you can see it. I mean not that well, but you can. So obviously when the author Silvera announced that this existed, of course I had to have it. So now I have 6 copies of this book. I'm obsessed, yes. So now I was gonna say the second book that I bought, but like technically it's the second one, but it's the 4th one. Anyway, so I bought this book, and it's a French book by a French author, and I don't think that this book exists in an English translation. Alright, so I just checked it, and no, it only exists in French, so I have to say the title in French. So it's C'était un vendredi, which basically means it was a Friday, and it's by Emily Fatiha. I don't know if I pronounce it well, and I'm sorry, but so I bought this book at the beginning of the month, and actually it was in a bookstore close to my house, and the author was here to sign the book and talk about it. So I went to her, and so I have, wait, you can see it, but I have the book signed with a little note. So the next book I bought is a manga. So it's the volume 17 of Tokyo Revengers, and it's one of my favorite mangas, so I bought it as soon as it came out. And I think that France is like the country, or one of the country that we are the most like advanced in the manga, because we're already at volume 17. But yeah, so like every time a volume come out, I buy it. So yes, and the cover is pretty, even if I have mixed feelings with that character. I mean, I hated him, then I tolerated him, and I liked him, but now I don't I don't like, it's conflicted. But the cover is pretty. So yeah, but I already have read what is in the manga, because I read like every chapter that come out each week. So yeah. So I went to 2 bookstores when I was in that city. So for the French, and even not the French, just people who knows, the city is Montpellier. I don't even know how to pronounce this in French, like is it Montpellier or Montpellier, I don't know, but it's in the south of the France, and I live in the north. So like I had a 10 hours drive to get there, but anyway, it was worth it. So I went to 2 bookstores. In the first bookstore I bought this, and in the second bookstore I bought this. You can already notice that there are a lot of book talk books. Yes, yes, yes. So I bought Bloom by Kevin Panetta and Savannah Ganuccio. So it's a graphic novel. I don't really know what it's about, but since I read Heartstopper, I kind of want to like read more graphic novels, so I found that one, so I bought it. Then I bought a manga, which is my favorite series of girl x girl manga. So it's Kazesan and Yamada. So it's the part 2 of the series, and it's the volume 2 of the part 2. And I absolutely love this manga because the love story is so cute. They are so adorable. I love them so much, and I love the dynamic. They're adorable and I love it. And next I bought this very tiny book by Mark Twain. So it was like €2. So of course I bought it. Like one of my favorite offer for that cheap. Of course I bought it. And next we have Infinity Sun by Silvera, the author of my favorite book. So I actually have only read 2 books of him, and one is my favorite book ever, and the other one I rated it a 2 stars. So I mean, I don't know if I'm gonna like it or not, but I have good vibes with it. Like I think I'm gonna like it. So now the second bookstore I bought I Wish You All the Best by Mason Daver. So the book is about a non-binary person, and the author is also non-binary. So I thought that I would buy it because, I mean, I don't have any book about that, no any book by a non-binary author, and the book seems cool. Like I'm not only buying it for the author, but because it seems cool. It Ends With Us by Colleen Hoover. Colleen Hoover, the phenomenon Colleen Hoover. I had to buy one of her books at one point, so I bought this one because the cover is pretty. Like The cover is pretty. Yes, and it's one of the most famous book of hers. So I bought it, and I have pretty high expectation because everyone is talking about how amazing of an author she is and how this book make everyone cry. Speaking of crying, I bought I love my transitions. So I bought A Little Life by Henya Yanagihara. I really hope I'm pronouncing the author's name well, because yeah. So the book is huge, unlike that one. Like the book is 700 pages, and I also have really high expectation for that one because the amount of people who has been traumatized by it. Even one of my best friend who actually like don't get impacted by book that much. They don't cry easily while reading book, but that one, like, he sent me messages while reading it and he was like, this book. So I have even more higher expectation. And last one, The Love Hypothesis by Ali Hazelwood. So once again, high expectation because of everyone talking about it. Yeah. Okay, so we're coming to the end of the video. That's a lot of books. That's a lot of books. Usually I don't buy that much. Like, I had a way to restrain myself from buying books, but since I was like in a really small vacation, like I was gone for 3 days, so I was like, you know what, let's just buy books. But usually I'm gonna tell you my little trick. So usually the amount of book that I read in a month, like, wait, I'm gonna show you an example. Where is my notebook? Oh, there. Okay, so this is my reading journal. So I write everything related to books and to my reading in it. So let's just take February. So these are the books that I read in February. So we have 2 mangas and 3 novels. So for March, I allowed myself to buy 3 novels plus 1 and 2 mangas plus 1. So like, I do that with 3 categories, so the novels, the manga, and the comic / graphic novels. So, and I add one in case I don't read anything in a month, so I can still buy something. So for example, since I haven't, like, in March I read 1 manga, so for this one I allow myself to buy 2 mangas, 1 comic or graphic novel, and 1 novel. And I do that since September of last year, and it works for now. It works, except for that. But it was a special occasion, so it's okay. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. Like, I mean, it was chill, it wasn't that much. See you next time. I don't know for what kind of video, maybe a review or a monthly wrap-up. We'll see. But until then, don't hesitate to subscribe and to also follow me on Instagram because I'm way more active on there. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed and see you next time. Bye!